Hey guys, welcome back to OceanGemTarot. So we're going to see who comes in the room for personal reads. We are doing generals are free, and questions are $10 via Cashapp, Venmo, or PayPal. And then if not, hey Maxwins, how are you? Tony, hey guys. You're nodding out. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are doing good. Hold on 1 second. I'm not prepared. I left my notebook, so I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Hey, Davey. Tony, I know you're falling asleep, but were you wanting a read? Oh, I'm good. I'm vegging out. Have a day off. You guys can tell. I'm just like very chill. Are you wanting a read, Maxwell? It's kind of a dumb question, huh? And then Davey. Let me get down here. Okay, awesome. I'm getting my life together, I swear. I just have my pen. There it is. I promise. I'll have it together soon. I'll put a question mark in case Tony wakes up. All right, so we have Mac Twins and then Miss David, baby. I bet you get so annoyed that I call you that, huh, Davey? I'm gonna move my cord out of the way. So you know your family when you're basically like all vegged out and like a double XL t-shirts and basketball shorts and you have hardly no makeup on. You're like, hey fam, what's up? Little soul tribe. We're vegging today. You're so funny. All right. Let's get this party started. You know what just popped in my head for some reason? Space Jam. That might be of significance to somebody. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I don't even know why it popped in my head. Do you guys remember that movie? Space Jam? All right, we have 3 cards for you, Mac Twins. We have bring love into the situation. Don't let pride get in your way. And then prosperity lies ahead. I like this, Mac Twins. Space Jam is awesome. Coming to the Space Jam. Be bold and make the first move. Your reading's gonna be fun. I can already tell. Yes. I like it already just because Space Jam popped in my head. All right. Let's see. What do we have for Mac Twins? We have Material Harvest. And then third eye chakra. That movie is funny. And Heartache and Loss is in the reverse. So, I mean, that's good. You're not at a loss about anything. I feel like that's what prosperity lies ahead is about. There's something that you're going to be really excited about that's coming into you, right? I feel like there's something that you're manifesting. That's what's coming in. Like you're not feeling a loss from this. I feel like things that you might have gone through in the past, it's kind of like it was just on your journey to put you at where you are now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? On the bottom, standing your ground. Stand the ground and be bold and make the first move, or our bottom card deck of the deck. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, move over, Palo Santo. God is good, right? All the time. And all the time, God is good. It'd be better if I can get myself organized. I feel smushed over here. Maybe I need to move over. I don't know. You feeling cramped in some sort of way, Mac Twins? Like you're just like, get out of my bubble. Get out of my space. There's something about something needing to be balanced here with the Two of Pentacles sideways. You might feel like there's something that is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like you're maybe a little bit overwhelmed here. And that's the things that you need to get balanced out, right? There's something about there's going to be some decision making and priorities to balance out. But that might be making you feel kind of like cramped, like overwhelmed, like there's too much on your plate. Because I see a plate of food and everything's like in its spot. It's not piled on top of each other, but yet there's no space in between it. And maybe you like your food not to touch. But that could be like with your like priorities here, right? You just have a lot on your plate. Just get comfortable. I think that's in the song. So comfortable. It says it like that too. I don't remember what song it is. We have the Chariot. There's something moving out. Somebody might be moving out, moving somewhere else, but there's also something that you're moving in. Like, I feel like it's more self-control, right? And being disciplined. But it's going forward. Like, I feel like you're moving forward into success and you're being very like confident in oneself. At the same time, you need to be bold and like kind of step out there, right? Something about doing what you love and loving what you do. Because that's what I hear. Somebody around you might be gossiping. I feel like you probably kick them out of your energy. That's what this heartache and loss in reverse is. But I also feel like there's more like you're standing in happiness, kind of like rejoicing, right? Getting out that negative energy. It's like you don't want people around you that are gossipy for some reason. Well, I mean, not for some reason. You know what reason it is. Like it's negativity and you don't want to be around it. But there's also something about you're probably like a little bit isolated at this time. But I also see you like really engaging with other people. I feel like you're engaging with other people and like really kind of celebrating in the workplace. But yet when it comes to your own individual, like you're kind of isolated a little bit. Like you need your space, right? Hey, Misha, how are you? Are you wanting to read, love? This flipped out and then hid back in. So I wonder what this is. There's something that you're exploring, but there's something that's kind of like a hidden freedom about it. It's like hidden excitement, confirmation. I feel like you're hiding like some new avenue that you're taking, right? And this is going to be very, I don't know, it's prosperous, whatever it is. All your reads, Mac Twins, has to do with a lot of prosperity that's coming into you and material gain. I'm really stoked for you. Like, I dig it. I really do. I feel like you're working on being able to adapt to certain things, and you're exploring new ways to do that. Miss Kelly! Oh, Miss Kelly, I have a story for you, and it's going to flip you, spin you, and turn you about, and you're going to be like, what? Can't wait to tell you. Okay, Misha, no worries. You'll be after Davey. Miss Kelly, you wanting to read? Oh, look at this, Mac Twins. So I feel like there's also with this using your third eye, I feel like your third eye is lighting up. Like you're really seeing the power of your manifestations, right? But that as it's coming in, is putting so much on your plate, you're having to balance it out. But you're also exploring new ways to go about this, right? But like on the Chariot, look what was hiding. The Hermit was hiding underneath this Strength card. So I feel like you have this inner insight, like within yourself, that's kind of like your hidden strength here, right? I feel like you're really strong. I'm getting downloads in that inner peace. I see you sitting alone and like jotting down. Maybe you're scripting. I don't know. But there's something like it brings a smile to your face, like you're excited about it. Like, yeah, got this. Love it, Mac Twins. But there's something also like within this solitude, like you're contemplating, like you're writing something down. You're really following, I feel like that spiritual pull. And that's where this manifestations is coming in. But in reality, it's kind of like your insight is your inner strength. Like you deal with a lot of people and like you're good, you're great, like communicating, you work with a lot of people. It's like you're vibrant and all that jazz, right? But there's sometimes you have to watch and not be prideful because you're the shit. Love it. And then there's also something kind of like, it's like you have to get away. It's like once you finish kind of like collaborating and doing all this stuff here, it's kind of like whenever you're on your own time, it's like your alone time and you don't want people in your energy. It's like your own space, but that's where you get all these ideas from. So it's like the isolation's like your insight like pops up, and that's like your inner, like a warrior strength is like kind of what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? It's like your hidden weapon, you know? That's cool. I dig it. Because see, it was like really hidden like this. And it's like, boom, Hermit. I like it. And that's what's also bringing you forward and giving you ideas that to go in these directions that you're going in and the stuff that you're working on, right? And I just heard it's never a loss. It's a new opportunity to do it better. I feel like that's your way of thinking. What is all this that came out? That's interesting. I even held the deck like upside down and weird, but on the bottom is the sun. Like, I feel like you're really working on your inner happiness and your strength. And that's what's bringing in the celebration of success here. There's going to be a lot of choices that are coming into you. I feel like you're really standing in that, like you have a lot of structure and you know where you're going, right? Like you have all this stuff and you're planning it out. It's like, I don't know, like you're magical. I just heard, oh, so magical. Maybe you like, what is that movie off of? Is it Aladdin? I don't know. The one that goes, oh, so magical. I don't know. It's a female's voice. One of those little cartoons from Disney. Maybe you like Disney. I don't know. But I feel like you're really standing like within your own strength, your own power here, right? But sometimes you need to step out and like make that first move. But at the same time, I see you like checking out like these people like, all right, so what are they going to do? Whenever it's kind of like chess, like whenever they make their move, I'm going to make mine, right? And then boom, hit them from the side. I just heard hit it from the back. You like that? I don't know what's going on with your guides. But this is awesome. You crack me up. But then we also have the truth, and there's a fairness and there's a balance that's coming out. But at the same time, you need to balance out your priorities, right? That way you can still have like your time, right? Things are more structured, but I feel like you have that structure, but sometimes you need to step out and you be the one to make that first move. You know what I mean? Because there's something that you're working on that you need to be like, hey, we're doing it like this. And that's bringing in you like a huge success. I feel like you're really loving what you do, right? And I feel like it's kind of like your baby, right? Because I see something like cradling. And I feel like that's what's bringing love into the situation. And there's something about a Leo and an Aquarius and also some Taurus energy in here. But also I feel like with this full moon, there's something that's going to be cut out because it's making room for something more to come in. But I feel like this being bold and making the first move is having to do with emotions and standing your own ground, because that's what this full moon in Libra is about, right? Not letting those negative energies get to you. So I feel that's why you're cutting out those gossipy type people. You know what I mean? Because it's like a truth, right? It's bringing balance into it. You're walking by blind faith, but also see, we have the Justice card and then we have the Temperance, right? Which is you're being guided. But I feel like you're listening to those guides and really moving forward. I don't feel like you're now going to one extreme or the other. I feel like you're finding that balance on that middle path here. And it's like the golden brick road going into, this like massaging what you're doing. I don't know, because that just reminded me of massaging, and I never do that. Like with my hands. So there's something with that, like you're kneading it, like you're like kneading it like dough, like massaging it, and it's taking off, like it's rising, like dough. And I feel like you're learning this sense of balance and this patience with it all, right? It's like you can't rush it. It's an art. It's a technique, like being like really just like, like suave about it, right? Move like smooth in the way you move. You give me goosebumps. I dig it because you have all these choices that are coming up, and you're making the appropriate choices, but yet at the same time, you don't want to make the wrong one. So I feel that's kind of what that standoffish energy also has to do with, being worried about making the wrong one. But I don't feel like you're stressed out about it. You're not worried like that. You're just making sure that you take the correct steps. But sometimes it's like you might want to wait and see, like, okay, well, what's their move? You know what I mean? Because you're like being really strategic here. But now is the time that you need to really just kind of like stand your ground and step out and be like, boom, look out, here I come. Because that's what's bringing in this joy and success. I feel like you're really happy right now. I feel like the things that you're doing, like everything you do is turning to gold. That's awesome. And this is bringing in a lot of prosperity to you and wealth. And there's going to be like huge celebration here. There's something that you're celebrating a lot on, because I know we keep getting celebration like past of your reads too. So that's amazing. I feel like you're really confident on your own, like in your own, like you're comfortable in your own skin here, right? But there's also going to be someone new that you're going to meet that's going to open up a new romantic cycle for you as well. And that could also be what bringing love into the situation is. I feel like maybe possibly, not like necessarily right now, but here soon in the future, that there's going to be someone that's going to, as her tickle your fancy. But it's kind of like, that old saying, the tickle your fancy, they caught your eye, they caught your attention, like, ooh, they're nice, they're cute, I like the way they move. There's somebody that I feel like you're going to come in contact with or meet. Maybe it's like a mixer you're going to, or some kind of premiere or something like that, where you're going to meet somebody. So it's kind of like work related, but it's not in the same work place. Does that make sense? That makes sense, but you're going to have a lot of public recognition out of this. I feel like you've done a lot of self-growth as well as growth in the workplace, right? I feel like this is going to be extremely successful, but also I feel like you're going to be publicly recognized, right? And this is also being, I feel like, watch your spending habits a little bit, because, making more money, you spend, but make sure you set some aside. I just heard invest. But I feel like you're just really secure. I feel like you're really secure within yourself, but also secure within your living situation. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have your wish fulfillment. I feel like your cycle's already started, right? You can have it all. I feel like you're going to live like the completion of one cycle and the beginning of another one, and you've learned a lot, right? I feel like you're really stepping into this meditation and knowing that, like, hey, I'm good enough for this. And you know what? I work hard and I deserve it. Just be careful. Don't get prideful. You know what I mean? Because this is amazing, right? You're epic. And I feel like you know it. I feel like you know this. I'm the shit. I just heard that song. Remember that song, I'm the shit? It's a rap song, and it's kind of retarded, but yet it's funny. And just to me, it's kind of retarded because it says the thing over and over again, but it's true, right? You're the shit. And it's an old dance. There's a dance that goes with it as well. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. And they had like this whole little dance that goes with it. That's what I'm seeing. You know what? Sugarbalm.com. That's what I have for you, Mac Twins. There's something also that you're walking away from and walking in a new light with. So I dig it. I feel like you're in that sense of like things are moving forward. Like things are gaining momentum. You're like accelerated forward, right? That's what I have for you. I love your reading, Mac Twins. That's what I have. Hey, Sherry, how are you? That was so much fun. I dig it. All right, let's see. So now we've set the tone. Let me get this going up and going. That way I can see comments. Sherry. That was an amazing read. I hope it resonated. I knew it was going to be fun whenever that movie came in, which I already forgot what it was that I hadn't thought about in a long time. Anyways, but yeah, I already know that was probably for you because I can't remember what it was, but it was really funny. Oh, Space Jam, that's what it was. I'm like, this has to be a fun read because check this out. Let me get these cards mixed up. And let me scroll back down here and see Miss Kelly. It's buffering. Is anybody else having issues with buffering? Let me know. Sherry, you want to read, love, while I'm paying attention? That way I don't get behind on my things. Misha. All right. I'll have to see if Miss Kelly was wanting a read since it was buffering for her. Miss Kelly. If you guys have not seen Miss Kelly, which I know a lot of you guys go to her channel, check her out. She's bomb.com. It's Lover's Lane Spiritual Guidance. She's a lot of fun. All right, bye, Mac Twins. I hope you have an awesome day. Go shine bright. Was it buffering previously? I don't know why it would be buffering. Sorry. You just got back from the dentist? Aw. I hope you feel better. Go rest and sleep it off. Not on your end, Tony? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if it's my internet or what's going on. I mean, there's not really anything I can do about it, even if it is the internet. But, you know, I just like to know. That way, if I need to pause, then I can. Just be like, hold on. Let me know when it's not buffering. I'll pause for the cause. Oh, you're so welcome. Not on your end. Good. Not now? Okay, great, Miss Kelly. Dude. Were you wanting to read? I look such a hot mess. I was sitting here looking homely, like, hi, guys. You do? Okay. That was earlier. Awesome. All right, I got you, Miss Kelly. You came in. Let me double check. Make sure I got my stuff in order. So we had and I just saw your message too, Miss Kelly. Sure, I'll take one. Okay. I got you after Misha, Miss Kelly. I have to be fair. And then we'll have Sherry. But we're going to run into David real quick. These reads are going to be great. You know why? Because the first one was amazing. It was fun. I'm going to have to let Palo Santo real quick. Something you're taking action on. I feel like you're going on a new adventure, Davey. You're getting a little bit adventurous. I don't know where that came from, but it's something. Are you sure, Davey? Okay. All right. Somebody might speak with a like British accent occasionally for no reason at all, just because it's fun. stuck in my head. You guys probably know it. It goes, some sort of step I take in you. You make my heart something, Jesus, I breathe in you. I know that's not very good, but I'm missing words in my head. Hey, Blondzilla OG. Yeah, I have you. I'll put you on the list. Okay. So right now, we get these cards mixed up. Miss Kelly. You're welcome. No worries. Da, 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 da. Somebody must be watching a show, I feel. Or maybe, I don't know, resonate with somebody that has a lot of tea time and British talk. Like the British accent. Because I just heard, we're going to have a nice pot of tea. Maybe somebody's drinking tea right now. I don't know. That's relevant to somebody. There's something about crumpets. Whoever knows what that is. I think it's those things you dip in your tea and your coffee. Crumpet. Like those little biscuits, the cookies. What is that? You need to get back in there. All right, let's get started. What do we have for Miss Kelly? That's a lot. There's a lot you need to know, but on the bottom is have faith in your dreams. So, like, I dig it. I don't belong like on a surfboard somewhere. I'm like, it's cool. Don't let your past hold you back. The South Node, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn, and we're not done. Wait, there's more. There's a lot more. All right, Miss Kelly. So, nothing is yet set in stone. So, the end of a tough cycle approaches. There's something that's going on in your life. It's kind of tough, right? It has something to do with your past. It brings up past memories. But I feel like this is also something that you've been meditating on to overcome, right? But there's also something that you need to be bold as well and make the first move and not sit on your tookish. I guess that's right. You're tookish. And I try to get off your keister. What's going on? The new start is coming. Who used to say tookish? Tookish, is that what it is? If your tookish is like your rump, right? Your tookish, get off your keister. I haven't heard that so long. Where did that come from? Your guys are funny, dude. I feel like that's like a relative of yours or something. Sitting on your tookish too much. Get off your keister. What the world? Oh, I'm gonna cry. That's so funny. Not your tush, you're tookish. Like you're tookish. It's like weird. I can hear it at least to be tookish. Not your tush, but you're tookish. I can't say it right. Tookish? Something like that. But it's not your tush. Not like tushy, but like tookish. Or tookis. Is it tookis? I don't know, something like that. Oh, man. It's buffering again. Ah, let me know when it's not buffering. I think it's your internet. Yes, Sherry, I have you on the list, love. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, you're Tookus. Tookus. Am I saying it right? Tookus? That's what it is. Tookus. I thought I was saying it right. Tookish? It was Tookus. So I put an SH on it instead of US. Yeah. It's Tookus. Thank you, Sharon. Somebody's in a waiting game. There's also harmony in reverse. So I wonder what that is about. Don't let somebody disturb your peace, but there's also hope. There's something here that's like harmony in reverse, like you and somebody else, and then somebody else is really disturbing your peace. But there's also something that you're working on that's taking some time to do. Either that or you're procrastinating, one or the other. But I feel like there's something that was kind of difficult that you're working on, but yet it's coming to an end, right? I just sort of go with the waves of the ocean, so like go with the flow. I feel like this full moon cycle is gonna be very beneficial for you. Yeah, that's all I heard. Anyways, there's something about going within and solitude. And then also patience and planning. See, the waiting game, patience and planning, and moving on. Moving on from something. I feel like this might be a person that kind of, I don't feel like necessarily like you're stuck, like you're not holding back. But I feel like there's something that you're procrastinating on that you need to get off your tookus and go for it. But also at the same time, there's somebody in your energy that kind of disturbs your peace. I feel like you want to move on from, and I do see you moving on. I see you walking into money, like it's going to smack you in the face. And things are going to move like really fast and start accelerating. There's some kind of actual material gain that's coming into it, along with being smacked in the face with money. It's like you're walking into it, kind of like a parade. Like people are going to be cheering you on. Like you got your cheerleaders, right? Somebody's gonna be cheering you on. But then there's somebody that's just like, I don't know, it's not a good match. They just disturb your peace. There's no other way to say it, right? I feel like there's something that you're really contemplating on. You're making sure you have your ducks in a row, 10 of cups. But it's kind of like the waiting game. I feel like you're letting things play out as they should, because we also have the 10 of cups on that waiting game. I feel like you're waiting to see people's true colors is what I just heard. Because I feel like, you're working on making your dreams come true. And I also feel like there's something in here, like you're going to be happy. Your family's going to be happy, right? But at the same time, there's something that you're waiting on, and it has to do with it's like you want your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Does that make sense? But I feel like there's somebody that's going to come in that's going to be your wish fulfillment, but I don't necessarily feel like you're fully focused on it. I feel like you're waiting for the right one, because there's some developments going on within. Does that make sense? That makes sense. You know what I mean. Queen of coins, that would be you. And it's right on this 10 of cups, right? I feel like you're very secure in who you are, and you're very comfortable where you're at, but not comfortable like as a sense of like, you're comfortable so you're not willing to grow. You know what I mean? But comfortable like you're secure within yourself and what you have. It's kind of like roses and butterflies, and you got this, right? Like you're secure financially. I just feel like, you're comfortable also like within yourself. And if something just don't make sense, like it doesn't make sense. Like you're pretty practical, right? You're sitting there and you're like, okay, well, that just don't make sense. And I feel like this has to do with another person on the just don't make sense, right? Because the fact of that harmony is in the reverse. So it's like kind of like somebody might tell you something, you're looking at them like, that don't make sense, Sticking to this ball, though. We have the Magician sideways, and that's on hope. There's something about an infinity amount of abundance is what I was just told. And that's hope. There's also like a gift being gifted to you. But I also feel like there's something, like you're mastering something within yourself. I feel like you have mastered yourself. But at the same time, I mean, I feel like you sense this thing, like you're really secure in who you are. And it's like you have this power, right? You have this, not necessarily like magic, but you know what I mean? Like this magic within like this high sense of intuition is what I just heard. But also at the same time, like you have this hope, like probably this hope, like you know the person that you want is out there, and also hopes within your dreams and things that you are doing. But also this dream could be like dream person. Like you can go like two different ways, but at the same time, there's kind of like you can tell when somebody's just not all there. I just heard like they're just not all there. I feel that's how you feel about somebody that's in your energy. It's just kind of like, they deserve your peace. Like they're not all there. Page of Wands in the reverse. Exactly. But there's also cards that are hiding under it. This person hides a lot of shit. Page of Wands in reverse, and also the Four of Wands in reverse. It's kind of like this person has no direction in their life, right? They procrastinate all the time. They're constantly want to bicker and fight and argue, and it gets on your damn nerves, is what I just heard. And there's also something like this person may not have like a stable home, or there's a lot of conflict here. Like they bring conflict to your home. There's a lot of conflict. Page of Wands and the Four of Wands in the reverse, right? It's like they make your home not happy, right? And to you, like this doesn't make sense. Like why would I keep bringing you? Like I'm working on my inner happiness here, right? Like I'm happy, I'm secure with where I'm at and what I'm doing. Like I have these dreams and these aspirations that I'm working in, and like you fuck it up. So like why am I gonna mess with you? This is like what I'm hearing. It's kind of like what I'm seeing, and it's like you're like talking like this, but I feel like this person on the phone, somehow the phone is somewhere like right here. I don't know if it's a video phone call or something like that, but it's just like right here. And you're just kind of like putting it all out there on the table, right? It's because like every time you talk to this person, they always want to be in conflict. And you're just kind of like, every time I talk to you, you always have something to say, and it don't make sense. Get him, Miss Kelly. We got two more cards. This person might play the victim, I feel, but yet you see past it, right? And it's just kind of like, I feel like you're over it. The same thing, like you're sitting here working on your plans and planning for the future, right? You're making these decisions, and it could be like leaving home. Two of Wands, you know, it's like you have the world in the palm of your hand. You know what you're working on. You're being patient. You have these, like you're meditating, you're contemplating, you're writing down your goals. I see you writing stuff down. I see you doing some kind of scripting, but I also see you standing within your own, right? It's like one puppy waits on another. They don't. That's how you are like in life. It's like, why am I going to wait on anybody else? I'm going to do this myself. If you wait on somebody else, you're always going to wait. So what's the point? And I feel that you're starting this new thing. I also feel like there could be something with travel here as far as the leaving home, possibly in the future, moving or going somewhere. Because there is like that ocean, right? And I just heard far, far away land. And that's how I feel. And like, it's very fertile. It's very fruitful, right? It's like you're in this castle, right? You're the queen of your own castle. And the only person that rules your life is you. And that's how it is. I like this read. Standing in all your queenness. You're the empress and you know it. There's something that stresses you out, though, something that you're burnt out about. I feel like this person might stress you out. That's why you don't want to mess with them. But also there's something within your mind that you are restless about. like in deep contemplation. You don't know which direction you want to go with it. Whatever move this is, there's something that's kind of making your mind, like your mind won't stop going. It's like you want to go to sleep, but your mind won't shut off. It just keeps going and going. You're like, shut up, let me sleep. This person, there's also a person in here. I think they might call you late at night with their needy ways. Somebody's really insecure, right? And that's what I get out of that. Because we have this 8 of Swords and also the 5 of Coins. There's somebody that's really just kind of like lingering on your energy, just really kind of like an incompetent type person. They're very insecure. They're very needy. I just heard all eyes on me. Maybe that's how they feel. Like everybody has, look at me, look at me, look at me. Hey, here I am. Look at me. And you're like, dude, get out of my face. Somebody has one big fat headache is what I just heard. Yeah, the 10 of Swords in reverse, right? I feel like this person, this unharmonious relationship, eventually it's going to come to like a complete and utter end. And there will be like no communication, like at all, because you're over it. But it's just something that had to happen. I feel like it's just a cycle that had to happen. I feel like you already know this. And I feel like they kind of know it too. So they're kind of holding on while they can. But eventually there's not going to be nothing to hold on to. If that makes sense, you'll know what that's about. Something just did somersaults. Yeah, because you don't need nobody. You're secure, right? You don't need nobody but yourself. You don't need no one in your energy that's going to disturb your peace because you're working on your happiness and your gift that's being gifted to you. And I feel like there's something like this new that's coming in, something of your dream, something you're working on, something that you're moving to, that you've been meditating, like that's all coming in. But yet you have this person that gets on your nerves and your energy. I just heard I can't wait till they go away or leave me alone or something like that. Yeah, something that's going to end. But I feel like they might be very insecure, but they like flock to you because you're like very secure within your own. You know what I mean? You're very balanced, and this person isn't very balanced. And so it's kind of like they want to be around you because you have that sense of control. It's like they feed off of it. They feed off of you, your energies, like they need it. Somebody tries to just get a rise out of you. I don't know why, but it's for like attention. You know what I mean? Like an attention whore. But I feel like you're eventually going to end up walking away and leaving this person behind. There's just something that's kind of keeping it there, right there. And I'm telling you, it's the truth. But yeah, you're just really working on keeping your head and like your emotions balanced. I feel like you're really using a lot of emotional control here. Because sometimes you just want to go left on them. But, you know, I feel like you're staying calm in whatever this is. This is a very different read. Because, like, I can see you and I can see where you're at and what you're doing. But then I can see, like, this insecure, needy, attention-hungry person that keeps popping in that's just, like, getting on your nerves. Patience and planning, moving on, accelerated motion, material harvest. You're standing in your own wisdom and your own authority here. There's going to be some kind of new alliance here and somebody's going to be heartbroken. I feel like you're standing within your own chakras, right? Your vision. Have faith in your dream. Nothing will come of this situation. I feel like this is that person, right? And luck is on your side. So you need to get off your tuchus, keep doing what you're doing and going for your dreams. And I don't know, somebody in this energy needs to get booted, whoever this is, but I feel like you're going to do it. Luck is on your side and balance, spirituality and practicality. Confidence is the key to your success. This is interesting. It's not bad. It's really good. But at the same time, interesting. You need me to punch somebody in the throat, Miss Kelly? I got you. I got you. Find a DC. Who are we punching in the throat? He said last night he likes when you cuss him out. It turns him on. He is a nut. That's so funny. Hey, Jojo, how are you? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, Divine Gemini. All right, Davy. Well, do you want to go now, Davy, or do you want me to wait? It's up to you. Let's get these all shuffled up. I need to go unlock my door. My son will be here soon. So you guys are going to have to give me 2 seconds after I shuffle these cards. You want to wait? Okay. Then I will read for Misha. Mix up. Oh, there he is. Hold on.
Motion detected at your front door. Front door.
I'm doing great.
Can I go to Christmas?
Who's that?
Remember Chris?
The little kid you were fighting with?
Yesterday, I saw him. Remember the phone?
Uh-huh.
We forgave each other.
You forgave each other? I'm not dealing with drama.
There won't be no more drama.
Well, if it happens again, it'll never happen again because you won't ever be able to play with him again. That's just something I won't tolerate.
Okay.
Take off your sweatshirt. It's fine.
What time is it?
4 something, 4:05.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Mom.
I'm telling you, there better be no bickering, fighting, and arguing
Okay.
because I will not tolerate it at all.
Front door.
All right, guys, I'm back. I had to take a pause for the calls. All right, almost done. Okay. Yeah. Let me clear out this energy. Oh, thank you, Miss Kelly. I love you. You made me cry. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't see. I keep looking here like I can actually see it while I'm blinded by the light. I'm like, whoa. It's funny. I'll get my life together eventually. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But soon. All right. I feel like that's going to fall off. And I really don't want Palo Santo falling on my head. That would hurt. People are like, how'd you set your head on fire? I'm like, well, it's live on YouTube. Went Up in Flames by Palo Santo. You can see it all. I left it up because it was funny. I would do that too. You'd be like, I saw this tarot reader and she set herself on fire. And it wasn't on purpose. I have issues. It's okay though. I love you guys. Okay. All right, Misha Moo. Misha Moo. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Misha? I dig it. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. See if anything else falls out. No, that's what they got for you. And on the bottom,
At your front door.
prosperity lies ahead. Ooh. Our reads are good today. I dig it. Yeah. I'm not believing my screen. So it is what it is. All right. What do we have for Misha? What is it Misha needs to know today? The one card that fell down face up or face down. So I have to see what that is. Oh, there it comes. It flew out like all kinds of circles. I feel like things are going to procrastinate, but it's going to come in with the quickness as far as the material change. We have the light and the universe is just sideways. So this is your first card, which is kind of like, you know, it's like the sun, right? Then we have the universe, but it's sideways. Make sure you listen to what your intuition is telling you, you know? Because that's what's bringing in this material harvest here. I feel like you are, but sometimes you might question what you're being told. Like, is this just my subconscious or is this what I'm supposed to do? You know? Like you're a very lucky person. There's also a Sagittarius energy and also Taurus energy. So I feel like you're really, it's kind of like tap into that fiery side, but yet stay grounded. I feel like you need to go ground yourself outside with your shoes off because I see you walking in grass. See, confirmation. I didn't even see that on the bottom. Intuition. Interesting. I had no clue. That's awesome. Yeah, for Misha. Something flew out. There's another one. There's one in reverse. There's something coming in quickly. There's also a gift, but there's also the Nine of Coins in reverse. Don't obsess with your work because this is coming in. There's something that's going to be really prosperous. There's something you're creating, right? There's something that inspires you here and it's going to be very successful and it makes you really happy. And I see with the unit, follow your intuition and then things are going to start moving very quickly here. There's also going to be some decisions that you're going to have to make snap decisions about, like really quick decision making going on. But I feel that you're good with that. But I also feel like because you have all these decisions to make and you're working on this goal that you have, right? You're gaining this stuff here. Something about you might really like pumpkins. Maybe, I don't know, decorate with pumpkins. There's something about pumpkins. I don't know what that is about. You'll know what it's about. Maybe it's one of your ancestors used to really like pumpkins, somebody in your energy, but they want you to know pumpkins or something about pumpkins. But anyways, don't obsess. Like you can work hard, but you still have to give yourself a break, right? Don't feel that you have to work, because it's not coming in quick enough. If you follow that intuition here, where the universe is guiding you, you're going to see that rapid action start taking place, right? There's also something about trains here. Like you're on a train, like the train's going to start moving quickly. Maybe you might take a train. But it's like, I keep hearing that song, come on, ride the train, or ride it, woo, woo. Maybe you feel like you're on the party train, or you're going to be like on a party train, just because the fact that this is going to be moving in so quickly. It's like a celebration, right? The Knight of Cups in reverse. Don't be careful about people trying to emotionally manipulate you. Really stand your ground with that and kind of step away. Take a step back. I feel like you can, know who these people are and what they're doing, but it's okay to step away from them. That's what I just heard. I don't know. I feel like whoever this is, they don't really support you and they try to manipulate you into moving the way that they would move. But it's like, dude, you got a lot of choices out here, right? So be aware of people that try to make you move in a way that they would like emotionally manipulate you into having the outcome that they would want. Stand within your own power, because I feel like you've already mastered yourself in this situation, right? I feel like there's something that you are mastering. There's something that you're creating here. It's really amazing. Also, you might be good with your hands. There's something about being good with your hands. There's also like opportunities being gifted to you here. I feel like something had to fall for something to grow bigger, right? Maybe it's something that's kind of like, I feel like sometimes we hit rock bottom. The only way to go is up. You know what I mean? I feel like you've already hit rock bottom. And you might have felt kind of defeated or whatever, but yet you're on your way up. And I feel like it's like a fast acceleration, right? So it's kind of like an elevator, but it's not one of those elevators that goes slow. It's like an elevator on a skyscraper, and it's like whoosh, taking off to the moon, right? Because I feel like there's just something here that, I don't know, it's very creative. That's like being gifted to you. It's like you're getting handed a gift here, right? But it's sideways. But at the same time, you need to just make sure that you don't let somebody else like kind of manipulate your actions to where you miss the opportunity. It's just like being aware so you don't miss the chance or miss an opportunity. Listening to what other people might say. You know what I mean? Also heard you're choosing you. I don't know, there's something like you're really heightened. You have a heightened awareness, a heightened intuition. But you need to make sure you follow it, because the universe is giving you gifts. So make sure you listen to them in the direction that you need to go. You know what I mean? Seeing that wanted to fall out, fell right in my hand. The Ace of Cups, which is another intuition type card. Being inspired, being gifted things. Getting that passion, like fire it up within you. There's a lot of cards saying follow your intuition and things are going to come in quickly, right? You're going to have a lot of choices to make. There's something being gifted to you, something tapping into your creativity. That's going to be, your bright, sunshiny day, right? The sun card, harmony, joyful, successful. There's something to be extremely successful that's going to come in quick. Just make sure you follow your path that you're being guided to follow, because luck is on your side, right? Like, this is beautiful. And prosperity lies ahead. That's your main energies. I feel like this is just kind of like basically a guidance tree. Just kind of like, watch out for this, but you're going in the correct direction. Things are going to be moving in quickly. Then we have the Knight of Wands, but it's sideways. It's making sure you look at the big picture, and because you're overcoming these challenges that you've had, right? But also at the same time, don't have impossible expectations on yourself and others. Like, make sure you're not being overbearing, but you're kind of just like like ride with it, go with the flow, right? Don't be too hard on yourself here, because you have to look back. Okay, you've overcome this, you've overcome this, you've overcome this, you've overcome this. What did you do? It's character building. You learn from it, right? So look at the big picture. That way everything stays in perspective, right? And then you will see like, oh man, look at all that I've done. Like, this is amazing. Don't be so hard on yourself. Is there anything else? I just heard I need to shuffle it. I'm going to shuffle it, and then we're going to go through and see if there's anything else for Miss Misha. There we go. I feel like you're being really strategic with things. Just make sure you keep your eyes open about somebody being sneaky and deceptive around you, because that's twice that's kind of snuck out here a little bit about somebody that might not be true. Just keep your eyes kind of peeled. Keep your eyes open. Don't let anybody kind of be sneaky or deceptive or manipulate you. I feel like that's the kind of the whole thing here, because you're coming into great success, and there might be somebody you need to cut out. You're going to have a lot of choices to make. I feel like you need to love yourself, love others. There might be love coming into the situation. Just make sure that you're not foolish here, and you follow your intuition on which way you need to go, right? You might have a little dog, because when I was rubbing this card, I heard, and a little dog too. Like, there's an innocence about you. There's something like being gifted. Enjoy the new. Enjoy what's going on. Enjoy that childlike mentality. Enjoy what this is that's being handed to you. You know what I mean? Not necessarily handed to you, but like you worked for it, right? So take time to enjoy that. Don't always engulf yourself with work, because I also feel like somebody's coming into you. You might end up running into a love connection or something like that. But there's going to be a union. This also could be a partnership or something of that nature. Just be careful about whatever this deceptive energy is. I kind of feel like it's family or something like that. You know what I mean? And then make sure if there's somebody coming into you and this is dealing with love, just don't be naive in situations, which I don't feel that you are. But, sometimes you get love struck. You know what I mean? Just make sure you keep your eyes open and follow the ways that you're supposed to go. Because I feel like you already know, because you have this keen sense of intuition here, right? Just make sure you keep an eye open for the things behind the scenes, and what doesn't seem clear, follow the intuition. That way the unclear becomes clear, right? So yeah, that's what I got. Because there's something also here that I feel like whatever the sneaky energy, you're going to leave that behind. I feel like either you already know or it's going to come out, right? And you know who that is that you kind of need to get out of your energy, because they might be, you don't want somebody trying to manipulate you and block your blessings here. But I also see there's going to be a great celebration, right? And you're going to be like really happy with what this is and where you're at. I feel like you're already extremely happy with where you're at, but I feel like you're going to be even happier. Just make sure you keep your eyes open on the behind the scenes. You might want to go check out the reading from today. I feel like there might be a message in there for you, Misha, as far as on the love, because there was a bunch of different scenarios that was going on. But what I'm telling you is the truth. Just make sure you stay balanced and follow your guides here, right? It goes underneath the Timbers card also was the balance. I dig it. That's what I have for you, babe. I hope it made sense. You're thinking about getting your baby a puppy? Oh, that's funny. I guess that's confirmation to you about the dog. Go get that dog. Get your baby a dog. A little puppy. Aw. Post pictures. Oh, I miss my dogs. I vote get the dog, because I'm an animal lover. And if you're already thinking about it and it came out in the card, go get yourself a little dog that has spots and everything. Oh, you need a dog. I remember when my spawn number 2 was itty bitty. I took off of work one day. Like I just up and left. Like I'm not going to work today. And people are like, why aren't you coming into work? I was like, I'm going to get a dog. And so I just took off the day and I went and I got a dog for no reason, just because I wanted a dog. And then my thing was a boy needs a dog, so I'm going to get a dog. And I woke up with a hair at my ass to go get a dog, and that's what I did. And she lived with us for 15 years and then passed away. Hey, love. Yes. Benita. Am I saying that right, Benita? I'll put you on the list. I'm going to get as many done as I possibly can. And then our last one of the day will be dating. Let me write you down. What just say?
I said the bus wasn't here there.
What do you mean?
It arrived from the front. And his grandpa.
How do you mean the bus wasn't there? That means
It
you were
wasn't
farting around and you missed it.
No, I went there right after 4 because the lady wasn't there this morning. Everybody was still waiting for the bus. Like literally everybody. So I just got right because I wasn't here.
Well, as long as you're home, I don't care. Speaking of spawn number 2, back with him. I was talking about Capone. All right. So now we have Sherry. You're welcome, Misha. No problem at all. I'm excited about the dog. And you get a dog too. That's so fun. Okay, I'm finished getting all these cards mixed up, and then we'll move on to Miss Sherry. Sherry, you still here, babe? Is Sherry still here? That way I know in the chat. Let me know, please. Is Bluntzilla still here? And then Sharon, were you wanting to read? There's Sherry and Sharon. No, you haven't passed yet, Bluntzilla. If Sherry's not still here, then I'm going to move on to you. And then if she pops in the room, then I'll skip back to her because I had her on my list. But she might be at work because I know sometimes she pops in and out. Not yet. I think I'm going to do you now, Bluntzilla, because I don't know if Sherry's still here. And if she pops back in, I'll do her next. And then Sharon, are you wanting a read? The readings are free unless you have a question. If you have a question, then it's $10. But if you're just wanting a general, the general reads are free, Sharon. Or if you want to make a donation, I won't complain. But please, if you guys haven't yet already, please smash that like button. It does help the algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate it. I feel like I need lotion on my hands. All right. I don't think she's here either, Miss Davy. Thank you for helping me out. If they pop in, will you let me know? Because I don't just like when to skip people. I try not to be rude. I do my best. Hey, babe.
Front
What
door.
do we have for Blindzilla? No. I told you I'd be off today. We have 2 cards for you. Ooh. Energy is gaining momentum, and nothing is yet set in stone. This is the mutable moon and the waxing moon. That's exciting, Blindzilla. What do you got going on? Yes, he's upstairs, and Elliot is playing with that little boy, Chris, down the way. He said they made up yesterday, so I don't know. I told him don't come home with any drama, or it's not happening again. So it's up to you if you want to go out there and play.
Can I go to the gas station?
I'm not going there.
It's up to him. Balance spirituality and practicality.
Can I go walk by myself?
No, you're not going by yourself. Absolutely not.
Just like, can I walk me to the gas station?
Sorry, guys. Hold on one second, Blindzilla. You guys wait a little bit and then go. Okay? All right. Ready to roll. What do we have for Blindzilla? Was it letting us know?
Hold on.
We have intuition that fell out in the upright. We have your third eye that fell out in the upright. That's your second card. Intuition is your first card. Okay, read this.
Out loud? Okay. Now you want to get that.
And then we have triumph. Ooh, this is exciting. Emotional withdrawal. There's something you're going inside about because we have that balance spirituality and practicality, right? Nothing's yet set in stone and the energy's gaining momentum. There's something you've been contemplating in. I feel possibly meditating. Also, there's something about needing to take spiritual baths and wash off old energy. And really follow because we have that third eye chakra. It's like manifesting, right? Seeing what is to come and really putting it into perspective. But also you're being triumphant in it, right? And we have transformation. I feel like you're currently going through a transformation, and this is taking a lot of patience, right? That's following that intuition. That's exciting. That's exciting. What else do we have for Blindzilla? Please elaborate. We have intuition, third eye chakra, and triumph. All right, let's get these laid out. So first, we have in the upright, we have the 7 of coins and also the hangman. And that 7 of coins is on the intuition, hangman's on the third eye chakra. And then sideways, we had the 4 of cups. It was more down than up, right? So it's like you're being triumphant on choosing happiness, right? That's your main priority. I feel like there's some kind of, you're having this acceptance towards yourself, right? But there's also something you're becoming more aware of. It's like you have 3 empty cups, and those 3 empty cups can make you feel, like kind of disconnected, but yet you're looking up. See, it's like, I'm gonna hold this where you can see it. It's like you're looking up towards the cup that Spirit's handing to you, right? And the cup is full. So it's like, you might be really thirsty, but instead of like looking down, like, oh man, all my cups are empty and I'm really thirsty, you're looking up and you're like, oh wow, thanks. So it's like accepting that happiness. And I feel like that's what you're being triumphant in, right? But there's also something here that you might need to release still. There's something here that you might still be working on, like overcoming, right? But I feel like you've been working hard, right? You've been doing your due diligence or something that you're tapping into your creative side about. But these things, like the coins are growing. It's growing from this bush, right? It's very fruitful.
Motion detected at your front
I feel like you're really just standing, like being very perseverant and overcoming this, right? It's like you're releasing the old, and like you see it because you're manifesting, like with that third eye, you see this stuff coming in, and you're choosing to be happy. You have this like oversensing, like awareness. You're being triumphant of this awareness over yourself. You know what I mean? And the energy is what's gaining momentum, right? It's like you're growing. It's this transformation. You're becoming like leveling up, is what I just heard, right? That's awesome. But then we also had the Hierophant, which is like your spirituality. It's like really being connected, right? You're being guided. You're following that guidance. It's like this wisdom that you have gained and that that is blossoming, right? It's like you have this keen sense of intuition, right? But that's come through hard work and the experiences that you've gone through, and you're not letting them hold you back. So this has gained you a lot of wisdom and insight that you're moving forward into, which is also in return, like, you're choosing to be happy over being like discontent or letting people kind of disturb your peace here, right? I feel like you're no longer sitting in this like conflict, you know what I mean? It's like you're coming out of conflict, out of that, or you're just kind of like you avoid it at all costs, if that makes sense. Not like conflict like where you let people like walk all over you, but it's like if you can see it, just how you see it coming from a mile away, it's just kind of like, you take the off ramp. It's kind of like traffic, right? You see the traffic coming out, like coming up, you're like, all right, do I really want to sit in this traffic? Nah. So you take a detour, and you go up the access road to avoid that traffic, and then you come out ahead. Does that make sense? There's something also, you know what I mean? I feel like that's going within yourself, like that emotional withdrawal. My nose is itching off. It's also gained you a lot of inner strength here. And that inner strength is kind of like standing within your own power. And this is what's bringing you on to victory and success. That transformation. See all the green there? It's like growth. It's like you're internally growing, which this internal growth is also setting you apart from the rest and bringing you on this like road to victory. But I feel like it's victory within, it's guided by the universe. Something that you're not going to feel bored in. Maybe this is victory within yourself in a new relationship. It's like you've grown within yourself into a new person. Like you have a new view on things. And it's also like you're respecting other people's differences. Like it's okay, difference of opinion, whatever. But that's also what's bringing this like success and like this triumph, this victory that's coming in. So it's like all about, like maybe there was some conflict, well, like I've already said, but at the same time, instead of it like leaving you stuck here, because we have third eye, the hangman, and then the 5 of wands in the reverse, it's like you're releasing it. And it's kind of like you agree to disagree. Cool. I also say it's just like an overwhelming sense of growth. There's just a huge transformation here. It's gonna be like within you or someone else, but I feel like it's like drawn together. but it's taken a lot of patience, right? But it was guided by the universe, because at one time there might have been, you might have just felt like really disconnected and bored. There might have been a lot of conflict within it. Now I just see it's like you're like that, like you're one again. Somebody just might have been kind of needy and insecure here, but that's something they had to work on internally. We have the King of Coins sideways, right? Somebody might have like somebody might have been kind of greedy, maybe greedy with their time. You know what I mean? And somebody could have been needing more time. That could be what this, the Five of Coins was about. It's like walking away from those insecurities, or somebody might have been insecure because they just didn't get enough time. And it's like, what's making this so triumphant? It's like, you know what? Let's be happy. Like, I'm getting rid of this conflict. We agree to disagree. You know what I mean? And now we're moving forward into victory, right? I feel like other people are going to notice this as well. But there's also like this prosperity and abundance coming in as well. Like there's more, maybe if there is a source of conflict surrounding money, I feel like there's a lot of securities coming in. There's some kind of creation. There was a lot of patience and planning. But I feel like this transformation, also like all this stuff was guided by the universe. But I also feel like you were just something you're very discontent and you were bored about. But now there's like a sense of harmony. It's like you moved on from being bored in the conflict. And by doing that, it was like kind of like you agree to disagree and respecting other people's differences and seeing where the other person is coming from. And that's what brought this harmony back in, right? So it's like you're moving on from this heartache and this loss here, because now you're aware of what was causing this. As there arguments, conflict, what was causing the situation to be not happy? And it's like, you're like, all right, well, you're being triumphant and being happy again. And then it like moved on quickly, right? It's like that acceleration comes in because the truth is coming out and things are becoming balanced again and not letting that disrupt you. And that's like you're falling in love all over again, right? Because somebody went in and did their shadow work. Right? Somebody looked within and it's like, okay, well, if this is what they need, then this is what I'm going to give them, right? It's not all about me. It's about everybody. And then people like agreeing to disagree, but seeing each other's differences and accepting how that person is different. And that's kind of what lit everything up again, because that truth came out, that communication came out. And that's what gained this momentum. That's what gained this energy moving forward, because a transformation happened. That's exciting. Because you guys were resilient, right? Resilient, and you stood your ground, right? You weren't willing to be a victim in your own trap, is what I just heard. Or somebody might have been. It's like you notice that you're not really stuck. All you have to do is kind of will your way out. It's like you're there, but you're not really stuck. You're not really tied up. It's just kind of like an illusion that you're blindfolded and being held captive. Because reality, all you got to do is move your hands and take off the blindfold, and then you can see again, right? It's like seeing that beauty within everything. And then there's a surprise with the Page of Cups. It's like, I feel like that surprise is like kind of like a gift. You know what I mean? It's like a happy surprise. Maybe somebody, because I always hear fish in the sea. Somebody might be pregnant. I don't know. Gotten pregnant. There's some kind of pregnancy coming in, right? But at the same time, I feel like there's something with this Empress. The Empress is very nurturing, right? They're very caring. They're very fertile, right? They see the beauty within the small things in life. And I feel like there's a lot of insight gained from somebody going within, and that's where that growth and transformation went on and happened. But there's also this sense of like looking ahead, right? It's like you're expanding, you're growing, you're looking ahead. It's like the sun's coming up on the horizon here, right? And it's rapid growth. It's kind of like you wake up overnight and things have changed, but changed for the better. And I feel like the foundation has shifted in a positive way here with the Tower moment. It's like you put your crown back on your head and it's been kind of like washed clean, like a new epiphany, a realization on the way things need to grow. And what I'm telling you is the truth, right? Breakthrough and clarity, the Ace of Swords. Cool, because a whole new start has begun. Like the wheel is turning. It's a new cycle, right? I feel like it's guided, it's fated, it's karma. Like good things are coming. It's like starting fresh. Because I heard so fresh and so clean, clean. And that's what I have for you. I hope that made sense. Now I'll go back and read my comments. You're a Taurus, your wife is a Libra. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Kate Elma. Or Ellum, sorry. Good afternoon. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I dig it. I hope it resonated, Blinzilla. So they weren't there. They weren't there. Is Vanita still here? I have to look at my thing. Vanita, if you're still here, let me know while I clean up these cards. If not, I'm going to read from Miss David, baby. Hi, Davey, baby. Hey, look, 4:44 on the clock. I dig it. Cool. All right, Vanita, I got you. And I'm going to read Davey after Vanita once I get these cards cleaned up. I almost shuffled that totally backward. That's funny. Get it together, self. Don't read my cards. Look up the meaning of 444 because that's going to resonate with someone. That might be for you, Vanita. Somebody's been seeing fours. All right, almost done. I do apologize. All right, almost there. I just have the one last pile. The chat's so quiet. Normally you guys are cutting up. Everybody's all like chill mode today. It's quiet. Vegging out. right? You know, when you said that, my head just went on. You know, Snoop Dogg when he's like laid back, got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. That's so funny. Somebody just knocked on my refrigerator. So there might be some more to hear for you. All right. Get my life together. Let me like this and clear the energy. What's that?
All right, Mom. I'm gonna go out.
Where are you going?
Oh, shit.
Okay. No fighting. Come on. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties getting my bolus onto it. My bad. Is there somebody who might smoke a lot of herbal relaxation? That's relevant to somebody. Go away.
What time am I supposed to be back?
It's already almost 5, so I won't be back past 5:30.
So you want me to be back at 5 or 8 or something?
Something like that, yeah. That'd be beneficial.
You like want to sneak out to the gas station.
All right. Ready, Venetia? I got you. Let's go. Not you. It's somebody. It may not be you. You see them all the time? Yeah, me too. So I just went like on my refrigerator. We have worked through your fears. And then you were good enough. I take it. Nothing to fear but fear yourself. If you let fears hold you back, you never experience anything new. And that's boring. Who wants to do that? What do we have for Venetia? We have fertility and reapers. There's something about somebody might be wanting kids or can't have kids. I don't know. That came out of nowhere. I don't know if that's somebody in your energy.
Bye, Mom. Love you.
Love you too. Be safe. And then we also have material and spiritual prosperity here that is sideways. Then we also have the waiting game and hope. There's something
Motion detected at your
that
door.
you're going to have to be patient in. It's going to be very prosperous for you. Interesting. I feel like you're waiting, but this thing is growing, like you're nurturing it. Or maybe you need to be a little more patient and have hope that it's coming in. On the bottom of the deck, triumph. So you're going to be triumphant in this. And the throat chakra, something about speaking your truth or speaking out, telling someone how it is what I just heard. Because you have the intuition and the knowing, right? You need to follow your heart. This is guided by the universe because you're going to achieve those things that you're wanting to achieve. Because foundation and achievements is under that. And then we have patience and transformation. Be patient because this thing is going through a transformation, but yet don't be scared of it. Somebody came out sideways, and in the reverse, and in the upright, and in the reverse. So. We have the Empress and then the Empress sideways. We have the Empress in reverse and the Empress sideways. And that was your first cards. Both of them are the Empress. This is interesting. There's also something about finding the balance. Something about being like indecisive here, which way you want to go. There's something about also seeing the beauty from within, seeing what is this, but also like make sure maybe it's somebody else or you, something in your energy, somebody is kind of selfish or somebody might be smothering or doing things in access, right? But it's also kind of like not doing like, because you can do the lesser of two evils, but at the same time, like especially if it's dealing with somebody else, it's kind of like, you know, why have the lesser of two evils? Don't be indecisive and just cut them all off. And I think that's what you're doing here, right? There's also something here about reaching out for help, but then you're also still having hope, right? The Nine of Swords, like not being in despair here, but having hope within a situation. Having that balance between your head and your heart, the emotional control with the Knight of Cups, or not the Knight, the King of Cups. Being balanced here. Not letting your emotions run away with you, but staying emotionally in control of a situation. This is interesting. Stay in control of your emotions, which is going to bring in this material spiritual prosperity. The spiritual prosperity is remaining control to where you can go on into the avenues of where you want to go. Material prosperity is going to come off of that, right? Because you're keeping yourself balanced here. And that's what's going to start this new beginning, the world, your wish fulfillment. We have in reverse, the Two of Wands and also the Knight of Coins, right? Which again is kind of like things becoming unbalanced, right? Like being kind of overwhelmed and unorganized, like feeling like things just aren't in their place, right? But also at the same time, kind of overindulging in some things. The overindulgent, maybe overspending and things could make you feel kind of like uneasy here. But yet you're going to have a victory over whatever this is that's kind of stressing you out. You just have to quit being indecisive and make that decision of what you need to cut out. Something here that you need to cut out that you might have been overindulging in. And remaining, that's what's going to help you remain balanced. Like balance your emotions and your mind here, being practical. This is something really big about being practical here and working through your fears. You know why? Because you deserve it. You're good enough, right? There's something here you need to heal from. And also these dreams that you're having that are coming in, like you need to plan it out, possibly a business plan, making it practical plan. Right? Because expect a powerful change. There's a huge change that's coming in. It's just you're being tested here. You need to speak out and speak your truth, because that's when like this light's going to come in, this joy, this happiness is going to come in, because you're not keeping stuff bottled up inside. I feel like you have this intuition. You just need to follow your heart here. You follow your heart, you follow your intuition. It is being guided by the universe, and that's what's going to make this foundation strong and going to make your family, like your home happy, like a happy home. because you're going to reach these achievements. And it's going to take some time. It's going to take some planning. It's just right now you're going through a transformation, right? And it might be, some things might be upsetting at this point in time. You're going to be really successful. You just have to keep that balance, right? Make sure you're not overindulging in things. There's some kind of creativity coming into you, right? There's something that's going to inspire you that you're just going to need to, like, you're standing in your own, like, willpower. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, you might be inspired, right? You might be like, you know, creating something, but at the same time, I feel like you're just tired. Like there's just this kind of like lack of energy. It's kind of going back and forth. Like you're really inspired, right? And you're really going for it, right? You might be overdoing it, but then it's just like, oh man, you're just so tired. Like you don't have energy to keep going. Like sometimes I feel like you're just kind of bored with something. There's something that you're in, like you're just kind of bored with it. You need a change of pace is what I just heard. Feel like you need to rest. Don't forget to take time. Self-care is the best care. And that also is kind of like your commitment is being tested. Your commitment is being tested, but at the same time, you still have to take care of yourself. Don't forget to take personal time. The star in reverse. There's something you feel kind of insecure about. We've had that come out twice, but then there's something in the upright. It's like maybe you're not sure of a decision that you need to make, but yet you know that you need to make this. You know you need to make the decision, but at the same time, maybe you're just not ready to yet. This could be in love, right? It's the Lover's card. All this could have to do with, you know, loving yourself. Embracing that transformation, maybe not being ready to move on yet, but also could be you doing this growth and cutting off these people or this person that needs to be cut out of your life. That way it's making room for somebody new to come in. Don't feel insecure, right? Lay those burdens down. You've accomplished a lot, and I feel like you know that you've accomplished a lot, and I feel like it's time to now like lay down the burdens, right? Keep being ambitious and doing your due diligence. There's going to be a lot of choices that are coming in towards you, right? Just make sure that you stay secure within yourself because there's something that needs to end so something new that can come in. It's part of that transformation. There needs to be a change. And I feel like you already know this change, but I feel like that it's coming. Either it's already happened and that new beginning is starting, or you're still in the midst of kind of like letting things go and embracing this change that has happened and starting this new beginning here. Follow your intuition, another intuition. And you know, you have the wisdom, you know what to do. You need to listen to your guides and just follow your own wisdom. Clean out your subconscious here. That's what I have for you. I hope that resonated. Work through your fears. Don't be scared. The only thing to fear is fear itself. Because if you never do anything new or don't get out of your comfort zone, then that leaves you like kind of stuck to where you're not growing. And not growing is boring because then you don't have new people, places, and things in your life to experience. And those experiences are exciting. And that's what makes life worth living. Lights the passion. I hope that resonated. You're welcome. Do. All right, Davey, you ready? You ready, baby? Miss Kelly, you're eating calamari? Oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. Eat some for me. I'm hungry. I can't wait to eat. Like, it just hit me too. I saw calamari and I'm like, ooh, I'm hungry. But you already know I like to eat. The weight of my soul is food. People are like, how do you win her over? Feed her. Take her to the fine dining 5-star restaurant. She'll be happy. Trust me. She likes good food. Simple. I'm like a dude. I like food. Hey, Alma. You're a Libra? Hello. I appreciate you being here. Okie dokie. I'm gonna finish getting these all mixed up. Almost done. My son's gonna be very loud because he's home. And he's a loud spawn. Spawn number 2. Very loud. Davy. What is it Davy needs to know? Okay, let me clear this energy, Miss Davy. You know what? We're going to do that, but we're going to do this. Are you serious? My whole little poker thing broke. That sucks. I need to fix my poker. They're playing video games, like him and his little girlfriend, which I find odd. Because all they do is sit and play online on video games with each other. And his little girlfriend's in college. So tell me that makes sense. How can you be in college playing video games all the time? Think you'd have something better to do with your time. But maybe that's just me. It just makes no sense. I knew that was going to happen. Don't burn a hole on my table, Sage. It was like a little tiny piece. We're going to do it again and see if we don't burn the table this time. Oh, I have issues. I love it. That'll work. That'll work. Sorry. There. That'll work. Okay. Sorry. I do apologize. I know that was like a hot mess and all kinds of a hot mess. But I felt like things needed to be cleared out. Like, you know, dragon's blood and sage. Like, it just works for me. I felt like it was needed. Oh, yeah. I'm old. Don't let it fool you. That's funny. I appreciate it. My oldest is 22. Spawn number one. No, your reading wasn't bad at all. I clear energy. And sometimes I feel like different, like I use Palo Santo, Sage, and Dragon's Blood, right? And sometimes I feel drawn to use different things. So that's what I do. Whatever I'm told, I just kind of listen to it. So I'm like, okay. And plus, Dragon's Blood smells really good. So, it's neither here nor there. Your reading wasn't bad at all. I liked it. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much, Venetia. Benita. I said that wrong. Benita. That's right. My apologies. That's all that wisdom. I dig it. I love it. Show the world the real you, Davey. You thought that last time. Don't hide who you are. Miss Davey. That wanted to come out. Believe in the impossible. And on the bottom, we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Hope you guys can see that. I don't know if it's focusing or not. I hope it is. I don't know. Let's see. What does Davey need to know? Okay. Well, all right then. We have rejoice and celebration. I dig it. Truth is on the bottom. We have obstacles and challenges, and love begins in the reverse. But then we also have conflict and defeat that's in the reverse. I feel like there's going to be something that you're celebrating in because there's a truth that's coming out. I feel like that truth is more of a balance, like justice, you know what I mean? That you're going to be celebrating over, right? I feel like these obstacles and challenges had to do with like pouring love into yourself. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're pouring love into yourself because you're no longer feeling like defeated or dealing with the conflicts of it all, right? I feel like you have these high standards that you're drawing into yourself, and that you're no longer willing to stand apart from material harvest and spiritual strength and a new beginning, but also foundations and achievement here. I feel like there's something that's going to be very prosperous coming into you, and that's that balance within truth, right? But I feel like you're leaning more into your spiritual side and your strength, and you know that you're being guided in the right direction. That's what's bringing on the new beginning, right? And making that foundation become firm again. I just heard happy wife, happy life, happy home. And for some reason, I need to pull one of these for you. What? Sorry, my son's being rude. Change is coming. That song just popped in my head. Change Gonna Come. It's an old school song. I love it, like Motown-ish. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. It's a time for joyous opportunities. Ooh, I dig it. Here, I'll show you. Sevens might be significant, or 7 might be your lucky number. 7, 8. That's progression, forward transformation. Deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect for more movement forward. Ooh. This is exciting, baby. You and the chef are having a secret affair, Miss Kelly. You wear me out. I love you. I needed that. That was so funny. There's something that you have really high standards for, and I feel like it's high standards for who you bring into your life. But there also is something here, like the Hangman's in reverse and Magician's in reverse. Like you're releasing all those deceptive energies, but there's also something that you're kind of stalling on. I feel like you're stalling on dating, but you're also have a new beginning that started, the Wheel of Fortune. This is fated towards you, right? It's like you're staying out of the conflict, right? And you're seeing things from a different view. It's like you know what you want. You're showing the world who you are, or you need to just show them who you are. Like, be unapologetically you, right? And I feel like you also believe in the impossible, but somebody has to be on the same balance as you, like same wavelength is what I see. It's kind of like Morse code. You guys just get each other. That's odd. Not odd, but odd that Morse code popped up. And like, I kind of see you guys going, do, 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 do. It's like the same wavelength, you know? That's what's bringing this in. That's cool. I feel like you're not in love with being in love, but you would like to be in love and have somebody there. But also the obstacle and the challenge really was really learning how to pour into yourself. And I feel like that's the conflict and defeat. Like you might have felt defeated at one time, but that's what you overcome. And that's what's bringing on this new beginning here, right? That's what's bringing in this celebration. Cool. Keep your standards high, right? I feel like there's a truth and a balance that comes out, and that's what you're looking for, that truth and that balance. And if you don't feel that somebody's true, it's like you're really tapping into that intuition and you're not going for it here. Have faith in your dreams, right? And your hard work is paying off. I feel like this is the inner hard work, like the hard work within yourself. Because I feel like there's something new coming in. Because that sounded so funny. Because you're secure within yourself. I'm so weird. I love it. Maybe that's how you feel. Like, I'm so weird, but I love it. So you're very secure within yourself, and that's what's bringing on like this kind of transformation. I'm having so many downloads. Page of Cups in reverse. You're not dealing with people that are insecure and just like immature type people, right? Because you already know that it's going to be a disappointment because they're not on that same wavelength, that Morse code here. You need somebody that's secure within their own. It's like you really look for that. It's like, look, I've done all this hard work and I've come all this far. Yes, I have high standards, but it's for a reason. You know what I mean? You don't want somebody coming in that hasn't done their work as well, because then they're bringing in that past baggage and you don't have time for that, right? It's like you're very connected with source, but people that have kind of been coming in towards you have kind of been disconnected, but it's like you notice that. So it's like, do I waste my time? Do I not? Spirit has something else out there for me because they're going to give me something else that's going to fill my cup, right? Because I feel like your cup is already overflowing. Self-control. I feel like you're really self-controlled on this matter. Like you have a discipline and you're on the road and on that journey to success, right? I see here, like, believe in the impossible, but the thing is you don't have impossible expectations, if that makes sense. But you also have this overwhelming sense of knowing that there's somebody out there that is for you. So you don't want to waste your time spinning your wheels with the wrong person, especially if you know that they're the wrong person. It's not just you putting up boundaries and impossible expectations, like impossible walls. You know what I mean? Emperor in reverse. You don't want to deal with people that have anger issues, and that's what you can see. Or somebody that brings chaos into your life. You need somebody that's secure, like they have their shit together. You don't want somebody that like has bad spending habits and, you know, just acts really impulsive and immature, you know, acting like a child. Like, I don't have time to mother you, right? I was like, I don't have time to mother you. And then it was silent. So that's just kind of like close the deal, signed, sealed, delivered. You know, go deal with yourself type of stuff. I dig it. You're really standing in your own power because you know that there's somebody coming in towards you. Like spirit has a chosen one for you, is what I just heard. And you're willing to wait for that because you'd rather not waste your time with other people, right? You don't want somebody that's like really smug and just like they pretend they're happy, but they're really not. And they're just going to drag you down. It's kind of like you don't want to lose your opportunity messing with a clown in a crown. I dig it, right? Because you know that that one is out for you. This is also the Gemini card. You're standing true within yourself and within your own, right? I feel like that's practicality and the spirituality. That's that balanced practicality and spirituality that's coming out, right? Make sure that you keep that healthy balance and it's not like overboard, but not necessarily. I don't feel like you're really going overboard with it, but it's just like, just making sure that, you stay balanced here, especially with that. And maybe it's somebody else that needs to like actually learn how to be practical and balance out themselves. Because maybe somebody's really, really impractical, especially here if, you feeling like they're just kind of like a bad investment. Feel like you're not wasting your time. You're not investing your time on somebody that is not worth your time. And I don't mean that like in a smug, like egotistical type of way, but it's just kind of like, if they're for you or if they're not. You know what I mean? And you're definitely not wasting your time on somebody that throws temper tantrums and have anger problems. And I feel like that's what's coming. Yeah, the Empress just came out. You're a very nurturing person, right? You see the beauty within everything is what I just heard, but also you're standing within that power. You're like the Empress, so you want an emperor. You want somebody that has their stuff together as well. You don't want somebody that's in the reverse, that's like, doesn't have their crap together, throws temper tantrums, has anger issues. And I feel like you've dealt with that in the past. You're no longer willing to deal with it. You're sitting here nurturing yourself, nurturing your family, and really kind of like building up and growing what that is that like are your dreams, right? And you have faith in your dreams. I feel like that's what you're focused on. Also in pouring love into yourself because you've overcame this obstacle here. And you're not going to let somebody come in and like start disrupting how far you've come. Yeah, I feel like there's something here that somebody was like broken. There was imbalanced and like there wasn't communication. There wasn't good communication going on. And that's something you desire and you look for. You have these new feelings, right? There's something that's inspirational to you. You've been really pouring into your own cup and you're following your intuition. And that's what's going to bring in, because that Lovers came out, right? Like, that there's a new love out there for you. What I'm telling you is the truth. There's a breakthrough. You've had this over since Willie, this like clarity that's in, like you're very sharp and people can't stand in the way. People might be like competing for you and things of that nature, but I feel like you aren't conflicted. I feel like you just like really live in reality here, like reality of the situation. I see you telling somebody like, look, that's nice and all, but reality of the situation is, and it's not in a rude way, but it's just kind of like, this isn't going to work. We're just not on that same wavelength. We're not on that same pattern, right? We're not connected in that way. I feel like somebody was very like had a lot of chaos and conflict within like the past, and that's what you moved on from. That's what you transitioned. That's what you left behind. And the signs that you're looking at, and so you're no longer willing to go there, right? It's because you can notice it because you've gone within. You have that insight now. And so that's kind of like, that's where you've gone from, you've moved on from, and you're not going to go back there. Somebody might be disappointed that you walked away from them, but it's okay. They have the right to feel disappointed, but it doesn't mean that you need to repeat the cycle, because there's somebody, you want that happy home, right? There's some celebration that's going to come in, especially if like with the Lovers card that's coming out. Something's going to be a celebration. That person that you meet, that next one that you meet and that you're actually spend your time with, I don't feel like just like a couple of dates or whatever, but when you really decide that, okay, we're going to put labels on things and things of that nature, whenever it's kind of like you pass the test. I feel like you're really going to go for it. This could even like lead to marriage, but it's going to be like a long-term commitment type of thing. And I feel like that's why you're being really deserved within yourself. There's going to be friendship. There's going to be happiness. There's going to be celebration, right? It's all over. Cool. I dig it. That's what I have for you. I feel like you're waiting on the true person. The true person is coming in, right? Romantic, follow your heart. Everything's coming in love. Like it's coming in towards you, right? But at the same time, it's like you're not wasting your time on those ones that don't need to be there. Because you still, it's kind of like believe in the impossible. It's like you believe and you know that there's somebody out there that's for you and that's going to have the same views. You guys are going to be in the sea. You're going to be tapped into each other like Morse code, that same wavelength. I dig it, Davey. No, I didn't do your read because I was trying to check in. But I can do it real quick if you would like. I was kind of did a check in because I didn't know if people dropped out or what the case have you. But I can do it real quick. I got you, Sherry, because I know we end up missing each other or you end up going to bed. My timing's off with your timing where you're at. You're welcome, Sherry. You'll be my last one. Oh, you're welcome, Davey. I love you too. I appreciate you. Hey, Juanita, how are you? Vanita, thank you. Aw. You guys make me smile. I appreciate all the kind words. It's so sweet. I dig it. There's something that's igniting a passion within you, Miss Sherry. It's like your pilot light's being turned on. I don't know where I got that from. That's different. All right. Get this put up. Maybe my cards will shuffle. We shall see. Mm-hmm. You know what sounds good? It's very random. Like some tacos, but the real tacos, like street tacos, not like that Tex-Mex type bullshit. Not like Taco Bell tacos, but like real tacos. Yeah. Sounds so good. I need to make tacos.
Ocean detected your front door.
It just sounds good though, doesn't it? We do cilantro and onions and lime. Oh man, that sounds good. Corn tortillas and you cook the meat on the grill. Yeah. I don't know. You tell me. If he's going to the store, he does. All right, and then whenever you come back, you need to take your inhaler. You sound wheezy.
Cashapp, get ready.
All right, Sherry. Sorry about that. Getting everything situated. Yeah, that does sound good. I can't wait till I get a new grill. That's my thing. I like to cook on the grill. A little bit about me. I'd rather cook on the grill than in the oven. For certain things, you know. But it's just kind of like whenever you make like real tacos, like, you know, authentic Mexican style tacos from Mexico, you have to have a grill. It's just mandatory. Just because it tastes better. Meat just tastes better on a grill. You know, so you can smoke it or you can grill it, whatever the case might have you. It's just better than in the oven. Call me biased. Maybe it's a Texas thing. I don't know, but it's a me thing. Because I'm a hot mess. Oh, you're welcome, Sherry. You have to listen to my taco rant. It does sound absolutely delicious. It does, Davey. It's needed. It's needed right now. With like a crap ton of lime and cilantro. Sounds so good. It's like one of those things. What are you doing? Making tacos. You got a Taco Bell? Fuck no. Real tacos. Oh my God, that's so funny. Right, Sherry? Everything tastes better on the grill. But yeah, be bold. Make the first moves. I think you're holding back because it kind of fell in the reverse. Don't hold back.
Veronica, you don't want that down here.
Yeah.
Front door.
You know what? I forgot to do, which I need to do. I forgot to clear the energy.
Who's taking the gas station? Oh. I don't have $5. Huh?
That's enough for something.
Like what? They want to come rip me off.
What?
They want to rip me off.
How?
Yeah.
Just get one thing instead of like 5.
I want these 2 things, like at least a chip bag and a drink.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to skip the drink. You're gonna have to skip the chips. One or the other. You're gonna have to pick one.
Yeah, but Papa said not to spend all this money.
Well, apparently you guys did. So I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Well, go away. Okay. I'm going to redo this.
I put change on your thing. Put change over here. You know where it is?
Not really.
Okay, I put change
I
right
think
here.
I moved it in my room in that cup on my dresser.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't see it. Anyways, let's get to it. All right, Sherry. I know my kids are a mess, dude. I'm sorry. A time for healing. And dreams need a practical plan. On the bottom, balance spirituality and practicality. There's a lot of balance here between spirituality and practicality. I feel like some of you guys need to start meditating because underneath this is you're very close to achieving your goals and a new start is coming. Energy is gaining momentum and communication is the key to your success. Something about speaking out, opening up your throat chakra here. The waiting game.
Get in my pocket.
Let me see. Let me see.
I was on like 2 quarters just in case change. More 2 quarters just in case.
You have a whole pocket full of money. There's a bunch of pennies, nickels, and everything else up here.
Yeah.
So if you went through and took my money, you're gonna have a sad awakening.
I didn't because I had.
You need to get your money.
I had a lot of quarters.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I brought quarters from school.
You're lying to me.
Those are the nickels.
Well, you're lying to me.
Here, this is what I have. 5 quarters.
All right.
That's 5 quarters.
You're gonna be in trouble whenever you get home because I know that you're lying. You didn't get the change that was yours,
I did.
and you did not ask. That is the problem. But anyways, go away.
Go
away. I'm busy. Thanks. Goodbye. Thanks. All right, so we have the waiting game, emotional loss, which I feel like that's what the time for healing has to do with, and then victory and success. But then we have fulfillment of wishes. So that's exciting, Cherry. I dig it. All right, we have 6 of coins, but it's sideways. I feel like you're being very generous with your time, like trying to help other people, because I feel like you've learned a lot because there was some kind of relationship or some kind of dynamic that was like more like power and domination. So I figured there was something within that like you learned from, and like you're sharing that gift with other people. That gift being like your wisdom and your insight that's also helping them heal. You know what I mean? Wow, that flew out everywhere. We have strength. You have a lot of inner strength, and that's where it's over the emotional loss. I feel like that's what you've gained here. Victory and success, we have the 3 of coins, which is sideways. I feel like somebody, they were very kind of like it's a group, but it's a group that has a lot of conflict. Maybe somebody brought their family into personal matters. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like a sense of teamwork. It was like, it's like we're either working with me or you're working against me type of thing. You know what I mean? But there's something also that's kind of like building together, but yet there might be some kind of conflict within it. I feel like this is you, the Queen of Wands. It's in the upright. Like you're very courageous now. You're very determined because you went within. That's the Hermit. It's on the Strength card. It just kind of fell out on its own. I feel like there was something here that like maybe you completely withdrawed at one point, like from everyone and stepped away. But that's where you found your courage and your strength, right? Because we have the Strength card, which is also very courageous. But then we also have the Queen of Wands, which she's very determined. She's courageous. She's passionate about things. I feel like you went from, isolation and withdrawal to just coming out of that, but then just like the going within, which is where you gain this insight. You know what I mean? It's like 2 different things. It's like one is like brick wall, everything get away. And then the other one's like, you have this sense of like this insight. And it's kind of like you're out, but yet you're just kind of keeping to yourself, just kind of, it's like you've gone like within. Go. You're interrupting me, and that's rude. Yeah. The High Priestess, right? It's like you, at one point, you might have lost your sense of self because this person, I feel like this is where this victory and success is coming in, because somebody just brought in a lot of turmoil. Like maybe somebody was just like really disorganized. There's a lot of conflict. There wasn't no team building. There wasn't a work together. It's kind of like a my way or the highway type of thing. But then it's like you've gained from this sense of loss. It's kind of like you gained this inner strength and courage, right? And now you're standing firm within who you are. And you got that from this emotional withdrawal, because you went from being totally isolating yourself to just kind of going within and gathering that insight. That's where this balanced spirituality and practicality came in, right? And then you're very close to achieving your goals. Like it's coming in. So I feel like at one point this person might have made you lose your sense of self. I'm sorry. Go away.
I'm going to create a puppy Eli.
Okay, goodbye.
I'm telling him to take come.
You are interrupting me like massively, and I don't like my concentration broken, and it's rude.
Eli.
Bye. Be safe. Sorry.
Front door.
Let me get back zoned in. Yeah, it's like you had some healing to do. I feel like you've done that healing. It's kind of like inner child work type healing, so you don't repeat these past cycles. Maybe something in your childhood is kind of what may have drawn you to this type of person, but I feel like this also made you this stronger person, right? I feel like this person might have had a lot of secrets, right? Somebody might have been a little bit repressed, right? And then somebody also is like that made you kind of lose your sense of self, right? So, but overall, it turned out to be a good thing, because now I feel like you're in that sense of, because remember when I said you have something lighting a fire, like lighting your pilot light? It's like your passion's being reignited here. You've regained this sense of self and this self-control, this self-awareness here, like kind of like loving yourself. But at the same time here, look, Knight of Coins. I feel like this, somebody might have been a bit obsessive over you, or a bit obsessive as in kind of controlling, right? But I feel at the same time, like you've been due diligent and doing like this work here. Like you've taken on, it's been work. The work, I feel like it's been hard, but also you've been very efficient and you've taken on more responsibilities. And I feel like you're really going for those dreams and your wish fulfillment here. And you're being very successful in it. You're not letting this past energy kind of like hold you back or make you feel lack of any sort of way. It's like it made you find your inner strength, your inner courage here. Yeah. 4 of Wands, and it's sideways, right? You aren't sitting here in the conflict, and you didn't want the conflict in your home. It's like somebody didn't work with you. There was no equal give and take here. Somebody was really kind of like, I just heard degrading, like they would tear you down. So now it's kind of like you're celebrating. It's like your home is happy and it's calm again. It's like you're out there. It's kind of like you're getting back out there again. And there's like this celebration that's going on. So you're getting out there to go towards your wishes. You're making those difficult choices and cutting off things that you need to cut off here with the 2 of Swords, right? What I'm telling you is the truth. You had this breakthrough and this clarity, and now you're getting your just rewards in a positive way, like good karma, right? Your wishes are being fulfilled and they're going to come true. But I also feel like you're being patient, or need to be a little more patient, because this new beginning has started, right? This new beginning is coming in. It's all coming in because now you're standing within your own power and who you are. You're being courageous and going through this transformation here that's been guided by the universe, right? You're no longer feeling like defeated and like within like all this conflict here, right? It's kind of like you can't defeat me because I am my own person, and you're standing within your own, and you're being patient dealing with this transformation because you know that there was still some healing that you had to do. And that's what's kind of bringing in like these dreams and aspirations that you're like coming into your choice of achieving your goal, right? It's like you're close to it. Justice is balance. Like the truth comes out. The justice balances everything. And I feel like that clarity that's come in has made you grow. Because to me, this justice looked like she's pregnant. It looks like she's pregnant and she's balanced. But the pregnant is giving birth to a new you, is what I feel like. Like the you that has arise out of this situation. I just saw a phoenix, like rising like the phoenix. And I feel that's what you're doing and what you did, right? But you didn't rush to transformation here. But you also weren't going to let yourself stay stuck in a situation that you could get out of. It's like you took control and took that power and you took back your life. Ooh, that gave me goosebumps. Yeah, victory and success and growth and all of the above, right? I feel like people also see this transformation that went on within you, right? And I feel like there's just things that you're going on through that you're being very successful in, but now it's kind of like you have this sharp mind, right? You can see through and see the way that you need to go because it's not cluttered with all this chaos, right? So it's kind of like you're on a new journey on your own path, but then everybody sees this transformation as well, right? It's like a beautiful transformation that's happened within you, but also by having this conflict or whatever this is that went on and that those choices that you made that cut those people or that person out, that like inner strength and courage you got from that heartache, right, has led you into this victory and success of this happy life. Because now it's kind of like you're not jumbled up. Your emotions aren't jumbled up. It's like they're now, your head is clear, right? Like you've had this whole breakthrough and you're really going after your dreams and you know what it is that you want because things aren't cluttered with this conflict and defeat, right? And then we have the Queen of Cups, right? You're being compassionate, you're calm, you're comforted, you're not letting people throw you off kilter here. The Empress. It's like you're moving all the way up. And new feelings of inspiration, the Ace of Cups here. I feel like you're really nurturing and loving on yourself. But in return, this loving on yourself, it's also bringing in your wish fulfillments and your dreams come true, right? Because it's like you're being fearless in where it is that you're going and those things that you're doing, those tasks at hand, you're being fearless and you're not letting anything hold you back. Like legitimately, like nothing can hold you back. You're going after those things that you want. And it's coming in. Because a new start is coming and the energy is gaining momentum. Like you're starting to see it. Just make sure you keep those lines of communication open because that's the key to your success. Make sure you look at the big picture here and believe in the impossible. Oh, I love your read. Come on, girl. I dig it, Sherry. Let's see what this says. You know what I mean? You went through hell and back. Oh, goodness, girl. I understand. But it's blossomed you and this is beautiful. I love it. Hugs from afar. So on that note, thank you guys for letting me read for you guys. Like it was an honor and it was so much fun. They were positive. I dig it. You guys rock. So until next time, you guys stay fabulous, stay awesome, stay blessed, and I'll see you again. Namaste. Yeah, I'll be back on. I might be doing reads possibly this weekend, maybe on Easter. It's like an Easter present. So just, keep your eyes peeled. I sporadically do reads, but if you're wanting a personal, you're welcome to book. I am doing a special on personal reads, $20 for 15 minutes. So you're welcome to shoot me an email. I would be delighted to read for you. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you again. Stay fabulous. Bye.